A very good morning to you all. It's the 29th of September 2019 and we're here in the Czech Republic, Autodrom Most, in the northwestern part of Czechia. And we're here for the last races of the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. And it's the race day number 2. It's the Sunday and looking forward to a beautiful program again. We'll kick off right away with the Alpe Adria Cup 600. After that, we'll have another race of 9 laps for the Alpe Adria Cup, the thousands. And then we'll have a race which is a combined race between the Honda Talent Cup, powered by Dunlop, together with the European Super Mono Cup, which is having their final here in this weekend as well. So something extra within the program will be greeting to the Super Mono Club, and they'll have 2 races on this afternoon and they have their decision at the end of the day. Of course, you will have also the conclusion of the Supersport European Supersports 300. That's all still to be decided in today's races. We have got the Stock 600 again, and of course the Stock 1000 Superbikes with a huge starting field. We've got wonderful attendance here. About 150 riders on the grid for today. Race day number 2, and as said before, we're going to kick off with the conclusion of the Alpe Adria Cup, the 600. We've got a champion in Amir Osmanovic, who actually got the championship presented to him because his main rival, Christian Nowojski, unfortunately fell on Friday in free practice. He was having a great streak of races, winning in Oschersleben as well as in Grobnik. In hot pursuit of Amir Osmanovic, but due to a broken, I think, shoulder blade it is, not able to race today, so handed over the championship on a golden platter towards Amir Osmanovic. Nevertheless, there is still plenty to go. We've got about 13 people lining up on the grid, while Lucio is taking a closer look at the riders on the grid. We'll take the lineup with you. Go through the lineup with you, and it is Amir Osmanovic who will take pole position for today's race. Within the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship, the grid is combined of the fastest lap times set in qualification and in race number 1. So Amir Osmanovic on pole position 146.15. He'll be accompanied on the first row by Dieter Guggenberger and Lukas Nespezny. Brother of the other Nespezny we will see later on in the Supersports 300. Piotr Morawski, and second line, 5th position for Michał Sokolowski. Sylwester Marowski, and that is the gentleman in 6th position. The 7th spot for the number 46 of Dominik Michalovic. And then we have the number 23 of Wojciech Wiskorkiewicz, if I pronounce it well, for the Polish W Racing team on a Yamaha. We have the number 9 spot for Gregor Ulkowski. We have Peter Feigl with us, who was able to get the bike started again. He had a DNF yesterday with his Yamaha for Genius Racing Team. He was there this morning in qualification, and he's hopefully also on the grid, hoping to participate. Ralf Madsen, Michael Knedzovic, and Boris Schudolski, if I pronounce it well, is the one who's closing up the grid. We're here. My name is Martin van Elkhuizen. I'm from the Netherlands, and I've
Van Elkhuizen.
Van Elkhuizen.
Hausen. Why Hausen?
Hausen. Yeah, it's the Dutch
like
pronunciation for that
Hausen.
one. And I've got my dear friend from Croatia with me again. His name is Mislav Perkuzic, and together we will bring you the show again live on YouTube, promoted by Lutec Racing for the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. So, Mislav, last race day of the year.
Yes, this is the final event of our championship. As you all know, we have been through 6 countries in this beautiful season. We have visited excellent tracks, especially your home track. We were in Assen, we were in Oschersleben, we were in Grobnik, in Pannonia Ring, in Slovakia Ring, and we are now concluding our championship at Autodrom Most. It has been a beautiful season, I must say. We had quite a quite an extensive range of riders coming from all around the world. Also, these cup categories have grown even more throughout the season. A lot of newcomers in our championship. And what to say? We expect beautiful and a competitive day as well.
Yeah, yesterday we had some wonderful races here in Most. Track has been repaved. The track has been originally built in 1984 upon the remains of an open quarry. They have been racing here in Most, as I've read, since 1947 already. So it has a bit of history.
There's a big
here.
tradition in Czech Republic as well as in Brno. They also race there through the city. When you pass through Brno, there is still the old home straight. It was known as Masarykov Okruh. That is by their very famous rider who competed in the World Championship. To tell you the truth, I do not recall the first name, but
it probably has been a while ago and before you were born.
Yeah, of course. So there's a big tradition of motorcycle racing here in the Czech Republic. So it's always nice to be here. Always so much home riders, and that is always nice to see.
And we have good weather as well. It's the end of September. Yesterday we had a bit of sunshine. It was a bit of wind. Now the wind is absolutely less than yesterday. Yesterday was quite a firm breeze on the main straight. We got a track which is 4,212 meter long after the modification. Main straight 790 meter there or thereabouts. Width of the track about 10 to 12 meters. Freshly paved tarmac. It's a flowing track. It's not so much elevation going on, but there's a nice sequence of corners and quite a few overtaking opportunities within the track as well. So we've seen some good fights yesterday.
Yes, of course, and I must add that 10 some days ago, here they had very cold temperatures, below zero, so it was
even below zero.
Yes, minus 3 degrees Celsius.
Whoa.
So this is an extremely good weather.
Yeah.
When we consider that, we have we had yesterday around 18 to 20 degrees.
If we stand up from our commentary booth, we can see it's 16.7 degrees track temperature. So it's not really that high, but it's a lot better than below zero. All right.
Yes, so that is what I was saying. We still have good weather. It's deep into the season, so especially we are here very much on the eastern part. So
yeah, we'll go through the track here. There's the remodified first corner, as you told me before. So they done this to diminish the top speed, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly, because this track was extremely fast, and therefore it was impossible to have safety on this level as is today. We saw yesterday a couple of riders outbraking themselves and then had to pass through that old part of the track, which is also slowed down with the tires, so you cannot gain any advantages.
But, yeah, though the escape road, as they call it, which was the old part of the track. As you already said, there are some tire walls there. They shouldn't gain any advantages on the road, but we saw quite a few people overbraking yesterday. We actually didn't lose that much time as well in that particular spot of the track. So, yeah, it's something to look forward. They're on the warm-up lap. They will be looking forward to a race of 9 laps in total, which comes to a total of 37.9 kilometers for the Alpe Adria to conclude their championship. To be honest with you, within the championship, there's only some interest within the third position, where we might see some changes with the situation, because Christian Alworski won't be attending this from the GT Poland Motorsports on the Triumph, as we said before, but with the 126 points he has already scored, he has secured second position within the championship. So for Borchik Racing, we still got Viktor Ostrovsky, who's in 54 points, but he's not racing in the Cup 600. He has decided to do the 1000 this weekend. So that 54 points will remain the same, which will give another opportunity to Czech rider Petr Svoboda from Roig Fighter Motor Racing with the Yamaha. If he scores some extra punch, then he should be able to even maybe clinch third position in the championship, which is also still doable for Michael Knezovic. So something to fight for still. Third position in the championship. The numbers 1 and 2 are already gone, but within the third position we have still 2 to 3 even. Piotr Moravsky is pretty much in contention as well. All right, we're off for racing on Most in Czechia. 9 laps. Lights are on.
And off they go. From the second row, the Sokolovsky.
We got all right, short technical hiccup. Our apologies for that one. We're on the road with the good front start of the number 626 Amir Amranovic, trying to put an extra bit of glance to his title for the season 2019. Yesterday we had a nice fight altogether with Mr. Dieter Guggenberger, and let's see if we can put the fight to him. But it's just a good start anyway here in the first few yards for our championship contender. Let's see what we're going through in the second part of the race. The number 626 firmly in the lead. Then the number 69 next to him, which should be our dear friend. I got 89. I got the wrong sheet here. Well, there you go.
So off to the start and finish line they go for the first time. It's
Sorry.
Amir Osmanovic up in the front.
It was the triumph of Lukas Nespesny.
Yes, Nespesny right behind him, and then it's Moravsky, Sokolovsky, Guggenberger, Moravsky, Ulkovsky, Vizorkiewicz, Figl, Michalovsky, Hatzer, Knezovic. So it's all okay in this first lap, which is behind us.
Yeah, let's get back to the replay for a second because we missed out the time a little bit here on the start. We'll go back to the start where we see a wheelie in Sokolovsky on the second row. Also, Dieter Guggenberger having trouble getting the bike from the line. From third position, Lukas Nespesny with the triumph having a brilliant start here towards the first corner. And then it's the hard braking point. Now it's the number 13 coming into the outside. Sylvester Moravsky doing a great job. Everything, you know, on ice skates as it looks like. Completely different. Then it is Amir in the second corner who was able to get a good exit.
To get a good exit on the inside and overtook. And now he's building up his lead. After the first lap, he had 1.1 seconds with the best time 1:53.5. So Osmanovic is building up his advantage. There's a big fight going on for the second place between Nespesny, Moravsky, and Sokolovsky. They all ride similar times.
But a good mixture of bike. Yamaha in the lead for Triumph and Suzuki in the hands of Sylvester Borowski. Good to see the mixture of bikes still present here in the Alpe Adria Cup 600.
So Osmanovic up in the lead, but the fight for the second place is on. So Nespesny and Moravsky. Sorry, Guggenberger. Moravsky lost a couple of positions.
Yeah, Piotr Moravsky is also in the hunt still for that third position, so he should
Somebody went wide, had to take that part of the service road.
Easy to overtake, track temperature is still a bit low. Not everything is up to temperature. You can see that you're missing your braking point at that particular part is quite a bit of a risk. But the Triumph is in pursuit, and that's the Triumph of Lukas Nespesny. And he'll be trying to claw back a tiny little bit of the 1.9 seconds he had on start finish on the last passing through.
Yes, so still no changes for the second place, but Guggenberger was fast yesterday and had good lap times. Yesterday's best lap time was 1:46.6, so he has a lot of room to progress with his 1:47.3. Still, as you said, it's a bit chilly, so the tires still getting heated up properly. But we can expect for sure that fight in the last 6.5 laps.
Yeah, of course, Lucas Nespesny came third yesterday with the triumph. Dieter Guggenberger was second in the first race of this weekend. So as to make it, there he comes for the inside. It is Guggenberger regaining his composure now, getting back to the second position in which he ended up yesterday. Took him a bit while to get going, but there he is now in second position, taking that from Lucas Nespesny.
Yes, and if he keeps this rhythm, then Osmanovic will have to speed up as well. So he was faster now. Osmanovic went 1:48.0 and he went 1:47.4. Therefore, lost 0.6 of a second, and then it's 1.6 seconds, the new difference in between Osmanovic and Guggenberger. I talked to Amir this morning, and he was very comfortable with his yesterday's performance and said that he just wants to enjoy today's race and finish the season with a good feeling, with no pressure of having to win this race. But the best feeling is when you have no pressure and can freely compete.
Yeah, freely. He actually freely was presented the championship because he was quite nervous actually also in Grobnik. Now, of course, he had that healthy lead, but it was Christian Nowotny who was catching him head over heels like that, with all wins in Oschersleben and Grobnik, so he wasn't secure whatsoever. So coming here, having the championship presented on a golden platter was a bit of relief, and you could see it yesterday in yesterday's performance while he was racing, definitely different.
Yeah. It's always difficult to win a championship. It's never easy, and the easiest thing is to make a mistake. But now it looks like the battle for the third place is getting heated up, and as well, Guggenberger did not break away so much.
Last lap he was finally trying a little bit faster, but not got away. But now it is the pressure on Lucas Nespesny here on the main straight.
47.4 for Osmanovic, 47.6 for Guggenberger, and 48.1 for Nespesny, and Sokolovsky is on 147.8. Therefore, he caught up on the third place to Nespesny, and he overtakes him now just before they enter the chicane. And number 99, Michal Sokolovsky, is now on the third place, but Nespesny is slowly.
Yeah, losing a bit of ground. He was had the first few laps and probably got a bit ruffled up, by the other guys passing him. He's a bit out of his rhythm now and has to fight for his fourth position right now. And it looks like there is a tinier gap between Amir Osmanovic and Dieter Guggenberger, who was actually faster in the last lap as well. No, it wasn't faster. It was about the same. The difference was 1.8 seconds between the numbers 1 and 2 on the road. So let's catch back up here with the leader. But if we look on screen,
Osmanovic is in trouble.
Definitely different. It was 1.8 seconds. He must have made a mistake somewhere out of sight because they're all together.
Oh.
There he goes for the second position. What a late braking maneuver that was from Sokolovsky.
Yes, Sokolovsky, he took third and now second place, and they hunted down Osmanovic, and it's all guns out in this 4.5 laps to go in this Alpe Adria Cup 600 race, live from Autodrom Most. Who will take the victory in the final race of the season?
And now Nespesny is also going through on
Nespesny
Guggenberger.
goes in front of Guggenberger. What a fight. Osmanovic now made a mistake and loses the first position from Sokolovsky. Sokolovsky managed to go from fourth to first in just one lap.
And it is Dieter Guggenberger who did not see him coming. The late
Osmanovic
charge.
made a mistake. He went
definitely.
150.6. That's 3 seconds slower. He has to recuperate and remain his regain his
Composure.
calmness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he will lose the podium.
Now, being in the lead is something else, you know. You have to set the pace. You're not completely sure. Now he's got somebody who's setting the pace, and now he's in hot pursuit. Now he's trying to go through the outside of the corner, and he's done so, retaken the lead. Amir Osmanovic has had a wake-up call in what is possible on this Most track right now, and has taken only 2 corners to retake his lead. Where did this come from, you know?
Yeah, as I said, he was 3 seconds slower than his best lap time. Therefore, he made some kind of mistake at one point, and then he had to regain himself.
It's a beautiful battle right now here with the 3. Oh, there he comes again. Dieter Guggenberger has been able to get some composure back now in the hunt for 3rd position. Has passed Lukas Nispezny and has demoted the Triumph to 4th position. But really close together. I thought it was a runaway for Amir Osmanovic, but he clearly wasn't all that secure and all that safe in front of the rest of the pack, and now has had a wake-up call. We're on for the main straight again, and then we'll have another 3 laps to go. There we go, 6th round completed. Osmanovic now with a
47.9.
Yeah, quicker than the others.
Sokolovsky went 148.5.
Whoa, touch and go there. We were looking at the time, so it was Sokolovsky and Guggenberger touching in the braking area for the 1st corner.
Yes,
sorry for that.
The fight is on. The fight is on. It's not over. But as we can see, this is a lot slower race than yesterday, and therefore we have a lot of fights going on. Now again, Sokolovsky made a move in front of Guggenberger and takes the 2nd position, regains it actually.
Yeah, good fight here in the opening race for race Sunday. The guys are making a good battle out of it. Fair and square, but some are a tiny little bit out of shape here and there. Let's see what Amir Osmanovic can do with some clear track now. No, it is
again
Sokolovsky again, huh?
Yes, Sokolovsky goes for the inside.
Yeah,
but Osmanovic closes the door.
You know, not having it. Going slightly wide, opening a bit of a gap, but it is Sokolovsky not close enough to make use of that tiny little gap. At least a swooping line again, or the wider line into the key apex.
But now Sokolovsky is in trouble because Guggenberger goes for the inside. Will Guggenberger take the 2nd position? No, Sokolovsky closed the door once more.
Goes wide a tiny little bit. Guggenberger tries to get a better exit out of the last corner. Let's see what does that bring on the main straight. Sokolovsky trying to get into the slipstream of Osmanovic.
47.7, 47.6, 47.5, and 47.6. Those are the lap times of this top 5 riders. The fight is on. Just to say, Sokolovsky was the fastest, although he's on the 4th place. Sorry, Nispezny. Although he's on the 4th place, he is still in contention for the rostrum. Osmanovic now managed to break away just slightly.
Few bike length he's got on Sokolovsky, but braking definitely a bit harder and a bit later towards Osmanovic. He's trying to do the swooping lines, trying to keep the momentum going, but a bit of an odd rhythm he's got today.
Yeah, he's struggling to find the rhythm.
Yeah, because he lost here on the exit.
Again,
Sokolovsky.
He lost the leading position.
3 abreast right now. Guggenberger for the inside, late braking. Is he going to take the lead? Yes, he does. Passes Osmanovic and Sokolovsky now on the outside, going for the better line on the inside. It's Guggenberger now in the lead.
Yes, and we are approaching. Osmanovic goes for the inside. They almost touch. And he had to release gas and now loses the 3rd place as well.
To Nispezny, yeah. It's on. We got A nice show on the road for the first race.
Yes,
for
we are in the
afternoon.
penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen, and in the final corner, so this will be the final lap in front of us.
So he was in the lead a lap ago, now in 4th position. We're talking about the 2019 champion. And
Guggenberger is far, far away now.
Pretty good lap as well, 47.4 to a 48.6 for Sokolovsky. That's definitely is the difference between it.
Can Osmanovic recuperate in this final lap? He's right behind Nespesny.
I think Guggenberger has done enough to get in front far enough not to be under attack, but it's the fight for 2nd and 3rd, which we're looking at. Guggenberger did a really good move towards the end of the penultimate lap. Oh, pushing wide!
Oh, he's going out. Osmanovic is out of the track.
Yeah,
and most definitely loses his chance of being on the podium.
And Sokolovsky is the lucky 3rd. Osmanovic Riga is back on track. Lispesny is there. Yeah, they were trying to get the same few square meters, all three of them.
He thought that he could take him out from the outside, but Nespesny also outbroke himself, and then he went a bit wide and almost touched with Osmanovic. Therefore, Osmanovic had to pull out and go into the sand. Unfortunately, he loses his.
So Nespesny has inherited 2nd place due to that scrimmage. It is Sokolovsky who has been able to keep it on the tarmac, and Osmanovic had to go through the gravel trap, which will give him 3rd position on track. Right now, we're in the last few corners of this first lap of the Sunday. Last 2 to do for Dieter Guggenberger from Austria, from
yes,
2nd place yesterday, now to 1st place today. Good show. And he's getting the checkered flag as we speak on his Yamaha. Nespesny 2nd. Sokolovsky came really close in the last few meters. And Osmanovic, yes, is still in 4th, but has had clinched the championship already. Whoa, nice opening race.
Very nice race.
Yeah.
I even dare to say that this is the best race of the Alpe Adria Cup 600 in this season.
Yeah, absolutely. With a very surprising Sokolovsky, who did a great job.
Yeah, he managed to. Yes, but this race was a bit slower than yesterday. But nevertheless, we had battle of 4 for the victory.
So let's get through to the top 10 in total. Dieter Guggenberger took the full 25 point for Lukas Nespesny. Michael Sokolovsky was 3rd. Amir Osmanovic 4th. It's Piotr Moravsky now in 5th position. Peter Feigl was able to finish after his DNF from yesterday in 6th position. The 7th spot went to Sylvester Moravsky. And then Wojciech Viskorkiewicz went to the 8th position for Gregor Ulkowski. Dominik Michalovic was 10th in the 11th spot for Boris Shutadolski. Knezovic, the 12th position, and Ralf Mazden was 13th. And of course, we wish Christian Nowojski all the best in the recovery after his tumble on Friday. So this was our Alpe Adria Cup 600 final race for season 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. You see these guys make. It's a high from the window. We always wave from the window. Yeah, that's it. So let's say goodbye to everyone. We're here in the commentary booth together. My name Martin and Mislav together. Proceeding with the next race on the agenda, which is the Alpe Adria Cup 1000. We'll go back to the commercials for a while. We'll be back at 9:15.
Stay with us.